YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about what is quite possibly the best Loopwheel t-shirt that money can buy. I did touch on them in my previous t-shirt episode. It's from the little known brand called Tezomeya out of Japan. But in this episode I want to go deep. I want to talk a little bit about more Tezomeya, what they do, what they offer, the uniqueness of their shirts, and if you entered the competition to win one, stay tuned because I'm going to announce the winners at the very end. So let's get right into it. So I think when we're talking about t-shirts, and especially Loopwheel t-shirts, the names that come to mind are the Mers Bs and the Pure Blue Japans and the Studio Dartisans, and they're the ones that you know, see and remember. But when I first heard about Tezomeya, and this wasn't long ago at all, I would say about 6 months ago, I was first thought is like, who are these guys? I've never heard of them. If they're not exporting to the world and in all the stores, and it's probably, you know, not worth it. But boy, was I wrong, honestly. So who are they really? They're a company in Japan that are making all sorts of items. So not just t-shirts, they're making Henleys, they're making snoods, they're making long sleeve t-shirts. And their big premise is organic cotton and then also natural dye. So no synthetic dyeing at all. And they're a studio based in Kyoto. So Tezomeya do a range of items, but honestly, the t-shirts are where they excel, and that's what everyone's really talking about these days. And that's honestly for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it's the dyes. So they use only natural dyes. So there's no synthetic dyes at all. So when we're talking synthetic dyes, there's no primary colors. So you can't just get a blue t-shirt, a red t-shirt, a green t-shirt. Only natural colors from natural plants. And they mix all that together to make the range of different hues. So every time they dye something, it'll be different to the next one if they're using the same materials. It's also, because it's natural, it fades a lot quicker. A lot of people like that, some people don't. But that is one of the pulls of having a naturally dyed item. Secondly, they are Loopwheel t-shirts, and I've spoken at length about loopwheeling t-shirts. It's really slow to produce fabric on a loopwheeling machine, and that pushes the price up. There's only a handful of factories in the world, so mainly in Japan, and I think there's a few in Germany that do loopwheeling. So people that like this kind of stuff usually tend to love a Loopwheel t-shirt. It's usually softer because there's no tension being used to put it together, and there's no side seams, and so on and so forth. And lastly, the fabric. So they only use organic cotton to put these shirts together. So everything is sustainably sourced, organic, and you know, it's a good thing. So if we're talking about the unique dyes that they do to make these t-shirts look amazing, is when you first buy your t-shirts, I'll send you this with your order, or you can get this on their website. It's basically a chart to show you all the colors that they do, and then what goes into each one. So the shirt I have is an orange one, and to make up this shirt, they first dyed it with pomegranate skin to get it yellow, and then to get the red color, they use madder root, and which turns it a warm orange, and mix that together, and it's orange, right? Some of these other ones are crazy though. One here, they use the madder root, but then they use insect gall and madder root to make a lush, ashy wine red. So they're using crushed up like insects and different kinds of plants to make these various colors. Now, as I said it before, they are natural dyes. So natural dyes tend to fade a lot quicker because they're natural, they're not synthetic, and they fade the way you wear them. So a lot of people tend to like that. One thing that's really, really cool with Tezomeya that I've never seen anyone else do is they have a re-dyeing service. Now, you can send your shirt back or your item back that you've got from them, and they will re-dye it for you. People say that could be very inefficient or very expensive, but from looking at their website, they were saying that less than 5% of people that buy their items will send it back to have it re-dyed. So the option's there, and to be honest, I probably would never send it back all the way back to Japan to get them to re-dye it and send it all back. But you can do it if you want to, and so that just shows you what they think and how they think that the item's going to last. And to be honest, the way this one's been going, it does feel like it's going to last a very long time. So let's talk about the look and feel. First and foremost, I held off buying one of these because on the pictures it looked very flimsy, and I don't like a shirt that's super thin. If you've seen my if you've seen my Real McCoy's video, it's up here, go look at it. That shirt is flimsy and floppy, and it feels cheap on a shirt. So I thought that was what this would feel like, but boy, was I wrong. This shirt is so luxuriously soft. I really, and I'm not just saying that, honestly, I'm not just saying that. The only other shirt that I have that's like this is this one, which is the Warehouse 4601. A beautiful shirt, but it's really short if you like the short fit. These are kind of like a standard fit, kind of fitted. They're not boxy, and they're not loose fit whatsoever. So I would get your normal size. I would definitely do not size down, because they're tailored, I would say, and fits me perfectly. Again, loop wheeled, so it will come back to its original size after you wash it, unless you put it in a tumble dryer, where it will shrink. And I know that they do shrink, because a friend of mine has these Tezomeya shirts and has tumble dried them, and they have shrunk. But I wouldn't be putting mine in the tumble dryer. Now, as I said, look and feel super soft, super soft. They've got that textured look about them. In the sunlight, you can see little bits of the cotton, the black, I think it's the black seeds of the cotton that they've left in there. It's all very organic, as I said, very minimalistic and simple. All they've got is a Tezomeya little label there, and I think that's it. I don't think they've even got anything on the inside. No, nothing on the inside. I've only washed this, I think, twice, and it still comes out lovely, but I'm trying to wear it as long as I can on each wear before washing it, because I want to see how unique fades will go. Now, sizing wise, they do have a kind of weird sizing on the website. They've got like 165, 175, 185. Now, I am 80 kilograms and about 6 foot, and I'm taking what they call a 175. Now, I'm usually a large in, say, Studio Dartisan, Pure Blue Japan. I'm usually like a large t-shirt. And so I'm taking a 175. So that's just something to sort of gauge it on as well. So what do they cost, and how long does it take to get them? So they have a really unique process where you have to go on the site and choose what you want to buy, and then put the order in. Now it takes 3 weeks for them to go and hand dye it for you and then send it off to you. So every order you make from them is dyed to order. So it's not a super quick process. Don't forget, it's got to come from Japan to wherever you are, US or UK, but it's worth it in the end. Now, pricing wise, they're coming in about, at the moment, they're coming in at about 55 to 58 pounds GBP. It's about $70 US. Now, for a hand-dyed loop wheel t-shirt, I think that is pretty good. Now, keep in mind that you'll probably have to pay customs if you're getting a big order. So for me, that's why I got 3. 2 I'm giving away, because it just came in under the threshold for the UK customs. So yeah, don't get stung by doing a massive order and then having to pay customs on it. Check your country's thresholds. But I think that's pretty well priced. If we're looking at, say, a Loopwheel t-shirt from the Strike Gold here in the UK, I think you can get it for 55, and I thought that was really good value for a Loopwheel t-shirt. So to get one around the same that is hand dyed and loop wheeled, wow, I think that's really good. So I mean, the jury's still out how it's going to hold up when I wear it. I must admit, orange is not a color I'm going to wear every day. I should have got a different color, and I probably will. So I will wear this sparingly, and when I wash it and start to see the fades, I'll keep you guys updated. Now, to the moment you've all been waiting for, the winners of the 2 Tezomeya t-shirts. Thank you guys so much for entering. I really appreciate it. There was, I think, 160 comments on the video that entered the competition, so thank you very much. And I really do hope to do some more stuff like this in the future. But the winners, congratulations, you're on the screen right now. If you can drop me a message, reach out to me, and I'll get these t-shirts in the mail to you. The 2 t-shirts that are sending out, one's like a dark green, I think it is called Bayberry. It's Bayberry dyed. And the other one is it's like a red wine one, and it's got insect gall and madder root, which is the one I spoke about earlier. I think actually John Mayer wears this one, so you know, there are celebrities wearing it. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm going to do more stuff like that in the future. And with all that being said, guys, that is going to be it for now. I really hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different for once. And if you did like that, hit the like button. It really helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm hoping you guys want to subscribe to the channel. Please hit that red button, because it helps me get stuff like this to help give away and produce some videos for you guys. So with all that being said, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.